Chapter 1284. Zerd was like an abnormally terrifying monster. However, Daryl and Sans knew that it was caused by his domain, the Godly Bull. The Godly Bull was a deity in Chia legend. Zerd had a domain that projected the power of the Godly Bull. It allowed him to have terrifying strength and defense. It was more than just a mere transformation. Daryl and Sans saw how terrifying Zerd was, so they yelled at the same time. "Just die, Trevor Penn." Bailey was far away, and she was frightened for Wilbur. Wilbur smirked and slowly raised his right fist. A ball of lightning started to appear on his fist, and thunder was rumbling. Zerd shouted and lunged towards Wilbur. His massive body made the ground shake as his battle axe struck down on Wilbur like lightning. The battle axe seemed like it carried the weight of a mountain. Wilbur scoffed coldly at that moment. The lightning on his fist grew stronger when he punched the incoming battle axe. An explosion could be heard. The terrible battle axe was instantly smashed to bits, and its spiritual energy dissipated. Wilbur did not stop there and aimed another punch at Zerd after destroying the axe. Another booming explosion could be heard. Zerd screamed tragically. His body was sent high into the air, then crashed to the ground harshly. He stopped breathing after that. The wind was still howling in the yard from the dissipating spiritual energy. Daryl and Sans turned pale, trembling as they looked at Zerd's dead body. Wilbur punched a sanctuary-level cultivator with an unleashed domain to death. They wondered how Wilbur was so terrifying. They were stunned by fear. They looked at Wilbur with frightened looks in their eyes, and their legs could not stop shaking. It took them all just to remain standing. They could not believe that a sanctuary-level cultivator died like that. No one would believe them either. Wilbur looked at them at that moment. Daryl and Sans could not endure his glance and knelt on the ground at the same time. "Sir, please don't kill us. Have mercy." They knelt and begged. Wilbur laughed coldly at their frightened demeanors. He said, "I'm too lazy to kill trash like you. Go back and find a real challenge for me. Stop sending useless cultivators to their deaths." "Yes, sir." They did not dare to say much. They quickly crawled up and ran for their lives as if there was a monster behind them. Wilbur laughed coldly and raised his arm. A spurt of dragon flame instantly burned Zerd to ashes. He turned and walked back to the living room. Bailey was standing in the living room, and she was staring affectionately at Wilbur with admiring eyes. "I didn't scare you, did I?" asked Wilbur. Bailey shook her head and replied, "No, I feel absolutely safe with you here, so I'm not scared of anything." Wilbur smiled and said, "Good." Zerd Khan was killed with a single punch. The cultivation world of Shia was instantly abuzz. The people could not believe it at all. The cultivators were very doubtful and furious, so they rushed towards Gamuda City. Loya was sitting in the living room of the sleeping Buddha temple. He looked at Daryl and Sans, who were kneeling in front of him. "Do you know why you're here?" asked Loya nonchalantly as he leaned on the chair and fiddled with the beads in his hand.